everyone, my name is Ali Hamza and welcome to my channel. It has been a long time since I have posted any video and I promise you that I will take you somewhere really beautiful. So, to keep up with my promise, we are in one of the most beautiful Nordic countries. And if you're wondering why I'm dressed like a cartoon, well, it's very cold and absolutely windy here. Today we are in the city of Gothenburg, inside Sweden. It's my first time ever in a Nordic country, so I'm really excited about it. And Gothenburg is the second largest city in Sweden. It has a lot of history. So the city has so many beautiful places to see. It has more than 20 islands where you can go and see those beautiful multiple colored houses, fisherman huts. So for this video we have a mission. We have three main things to do. First thing on the list is to try something Swedish and go for fika. What is fika? I will explain later in the video. Second thing that every tourist does is to go and see the most famous spots or tourist attraction inside the city. And third thing that I'm really excited about is to go on one of the 20 islands nearby this city of Gothenburg and see those beautiful coastside fisherman huts and colorful houses. Nordic countries are known to be very expensive, so another main mission in this video is to keep the expenditures minimum as possible. At the end of the video, I will give you a complete breakdown of how much I have spent on tickets, how much I have spent on accommodation, food, and also public transport. So stick to the end of the video and let's get started. It's very cold and windy, but good thing about traveling in this time of the year is you see lots and lots of beautiful colors. It's autumn now, so trees are starting to turn red and yellow and it looks so beautiful. Right now we are walking to this castle or temple, I don't know what exactly it is, but it was built 350 years ago to defend against Danish army attacks, because Denmark is not too far from here. It's like an hour by train and you will be in Copenhagen. Just like many other tourist attractions in this city, this one is also free. So you don't have to pay anything to visit this castle, and you can also see beautiful view of the whole city, of the whole town. This is called Haga, where we will go in a while, and also the other more industrial or posh part of the city. Another interesting thing to see in Gothenburg is this church looking building, and it's called Fish Church because it looks like church but it is actually a fish market, so they call it Fish Church. It is unfortunately under construction, so we cannot really go inside. So maybe I'll add some footage before it was under construction so you can see how it actually looks. Does it actually look like a church? In Sweden they have their own language, but big advantage of Sweden is that a lot of people speak English. So if you speak English, you should not have any problem in communication. And that is almost in all big cities of Sweden. This is something that I have experienced so far. Almost everyone I have tried to ask something, they speak pretty good English, so you should not have any trouble communicating with anyone. And people are quite friendly, also very friendly. So that's another positive. I don't know if you have noticed or not, now we are in a very modern district of Gothenburg. A lot of modern shopping malls, very luxury brands and expensive clothing stores. So this is pretty brand new, as you can see. I am bagged, double triple jackets, not feeling cold anymore, but it has started to rain, so let's grab an umbrella and then we'll continue our rest of adventure. Here's the market. Let's go inside. Umbrella hunt has failed. First market they don't have umbrella, so let's go to another market because umbrella is necessary. If it starts raining, which is supposed to rain all day here, we cannot be out. So let's continue the hunt and find an umbrella. If you're struggling to find umbrella in Sweden, check nearby Willys. I mean the supermarket. Scandinavian countries are famous for their beautiful small islands and also iconic multicolored fishermen hut along the coast of the sea on small teeny tiny islands. Right now we are at one of the biggest seaports in the city of Gothenburg. 400 years ago when the city was formed, this used to be the only trading point for Sweden through the sea. So that's why a lot of people who used to work on these ports, seaports, they went and they inhabited the only neighborhood that was present at that time in the city, which is called Haga. Now we are going to show you the neighborhood of Haga, that is one of the oldest parts of the city, and we will talk about it once we reach there. We are walking towards Haga, the oldest neighborhood, and I was passing by this beautiful park. It's endless, it's very huge. And it came to my mind that only downside of traveling in Sweden in this month is the excessive amount of cold and this rainy weather. Other than that, I mean, this is perfect time to see these beautiful colors of autumn. Everything is so beautiful. So let's not get distracted and keep walking. Right now we are in Haga, As I said earlier, it's one of the oldest neighborhood of the city, and working class was living here originally. Once the government decided to demolish everything because the buildings were very old and rusted, but the people stood against the decision, and then they renovated all of this area, and now it's center of attraction for all the tourists around the world. Lots of cafes, crockery shops, Swedish jewelry shops, clothing, and a lot more to explore. So let's see around, and then we will go for fika. Fika in Swedish they call a break, some kind of a coffee break where they go to drink something warm, and then they also eat traditional Swedish cinnamon bun. So first we will explore this area, and then we'll go to one of the famous cafes in the neighborhood for trying their gigantic cinnamon bun and with a hot cup of coffee, and since it's very cold. So let's see around. What a lovely day. Right behind is the cafe where we were right now, and I have tried the infamous cinnamon bun. When I ordered, she asked me, how big do you want? And literally one of the cinnamon bun, the normal one that the people order, is like 500 grams. So it's really hard to walk with 500 grams of bread stuffed into your stomach. So I went for the smaller one, but it's very delicious. Must recommend it. So whenever you are visiting this gorgeous neighborhood of Haga, you must go and try the cinnamon bun. I wonder why there are so many pigeons in European countries. If you go to Italy, Milan, Venezia, there are more pigeons than human, including the tourists, literally. If they were in my country, they will be on the dish somewhere. Somebody will be munching on them, but hey, maybe that's why they are in big numbers in here. See these lovely, beautiful drums. You can go with these almost everywhere, every corner of the city. So it has been very convenient so far. We will wait for our tram, and then we will go to the ferry station where we will take ferry and go to the island. Just dropped by the bus here. I took a ferry and then another bus to this island. It is one of the 20 islands near city of Gothenburg. It is called Hostel. I'm sure that I absolutely destroyed the pronunciation, but doesn't matter. Look at the beautiful view. Imagine that you live in one of these beautiful houses, and then you wake up to this stupendously beautiful view every day. I guess there is not much better in life that you can ask for. So let's not freeze here. Let's start exploring. We will visit a couple of more islands, and then we can take it off from our checklist. So let's move to the next spot. In the meanwhile, you can enjoy some footage of this absolutely gorgeous island. See you in a while. After taking a short journey through bus, we are at the island of Honn on the harbor of Kalaman. Behind me you can see lots of beautiful boats and these iconic red colored huts. Well, there is a history behind it. In 1121, some of the fishermen moved to these areas. They found fishing a very successful job, a successful hobby, let's say. And a lot of other fishermen then started moving in these areas, and with the increased number of fishermen in the area, there was desperate need of building accommodation. And that's when they built these iconic huts. Since these huts were originally made of wood, so the living conditions here are very harsh. Lots of wind, lots of rain, and lots of snow. To make these huts resistant to weather, they invented some kind of paint made with fish oil. It was pretty cheap back in time, and that's where this iconic red color comes from. Well, right now it's getting colder and colder, and we have just reached at this island. Now there is a place, an observation deck, where you can go and you can have the whole view of this beautiful island. Let's walk there and have a better look at this beautiful island. So we have reached on the top of the observation deck. From here you can have beautiful view of the Honn island in 360. If you're ever in Honn, do visit this place. It's a great place to have a look at the island of Honn and also other nearby islands, as you can see here. So I guess now it's the time that we check this item from our checklist of Gothenburg travel vlog. Hi, it's me again. First of all, thank you so much for watching the video and sticking right till the end. Before you go, I would like to quickly give you a breakdown of all the expenditures of this trip. First big expense was flight. I booked my flights using Ryanair from Milan to Gothenburg. Return flight costed me 36 euros. And the second main expense was accommodation. I stayed there for 3 days, actually 2 nights. For that I booked a hostel which costed me 46 euros for 2 nights. And the last big expense was traveling from the airport to the city, because the airport is a bit distant from the city, roughly 20 kilometers. So you have to take shuttle to come to the city of Gothenburg. So the shuttle itself and the 3 days pass for public transport in the city of Gothenburg, this all together costed me 26 euros. So the total amount I paid for this trip is 108 euros, which is pretty cheap, keeping in mind the fact that we went to a country that is roughly 1300 miles away and we stayed there for 3 days. I had a great time. So next time when you have 108 euros spare in your pocket, you know what to do. And I will leave all the important information in the description of this video. Thank you so much for watching the video, and if you are not subscribed to the channel, subscribe, and if you like the video, hit the like button as well. I will see you in the next video. Until then, goodbye.